My name is Kristen Polk, and I'm here today to talk to you about improvisational theater. Have you ever been the kind of person to perfect everything you do? Have you ever been the kind of person to, just be perfect? You have a set schedule each morning. You wake up, you go get that cup of coffee, or maybe you even take a jog or a run before you go to work in the morning times. For another example, have you been that kind of person when delivering a speech to know exactly what you're going to say, when you're going to say it, and maybe even how you're going to say it? Well, me personally, I have never been that kind of person. I have never been that type of person. I've always been the kind of person to freeze up during a speech and having to quickly think of something to say in the spur of the moment to put in place of what I was supposed to be saying. That technique that is known as improvisation. Improvisation, it happens every day, whether you know it or not. Maybe something doesn't go as planned, and you have to come up with another solution from the primary solution that you were gonna go with. You had to come up with a whole new solution to the problem than what you originally were gonna do. That's improvisation. It happens in our everyday lives, at school, at work, at home, spending time with your family. Things arise every day, and we have to quickly think of something else to come into the place of what we were supposed to be doing. It happens all the time. That's known as improvisation. It was brought to us in the early 1500s. The most direct ancestor of modern improv is probably the Commedia dell'arte, which was most popular through Europe. Troops of performers would travel from town to town, presenting shows in the public squares and on makeshift stages. They would improvise all of their own dialogue within framework provided by a scenario. Improvisation, mostly improv actors, they come up with improv off of, different their sometimes it could be their audience, the cast. They ask for volunteers out of the audience. They just come up with things on the moment based off of, like I said, the cast, maybe their costumes, the audience. They just come up with different things to do and perform based on the tools that are given to them. Now, after the Commedia dell'arte died off, the improv theater came into a new scope that's still, that's crafted how improv is used today. And those two that created these modern techniques that we use today are Keith Johnstone and Viola Spolin. Keith Johnstone was famous for theater sports, and then Viola Spolin, her improv techniques, she thought that children could learn better through series of games, different kind of games, which is a form of improv. Improvisation or improv is a form of live theater in which the plot, characters, and dialogue of a game, scene, or story are made up in the moment. Often, improvisers will take a suggestion, like I said earlier, from the audience or draw on some other source of inspiration to get started with their act. So, like I said, improvisation, it comes to us every day. Um, and throughout our daily routine, throughout our daily lives, improvisation, whether you know it or not, we use it every single day.